apparently go there to ask for good things, luck or prosperity, but
Yeah.
it's also where they supposedly go to perform rituals to curse other people, to bring harm.
Whoa, okay, so it's got this dual nature.
Precisely, and they leave things there, right? Offerings, the account mentions locks of hair, little dolls, things like that.
And the idea is,
The belief is that these offerings act as like a focus, and their wish, whether it's good or bad, will actually come true by the next morning.
that's incredibly specific.
Yeah.
Very tangible. Leaving a physical piece, expecting a direct result.
It really is. And that duality you mentioned, the tree being for both help and harm, that's pretty common in belief systems involving magic or power. It's rarely seen as purely good or purely evil.
And the offerings themselves, a physical act to make the intention real, maybe?
Could be. A way to externalize that powerful desire, perhaps even amplify it in their own minds. It makes you think about the psychology of performing a ritual like that.
Definitely.
Mhm.
And it's not just the villagers' stories that build this picture. The narrative includes accounts from outsiders too, people who claim they've actually visited DUNG DUNG.
Ah, the visitor accounts. Always interesting. What do they report?
Well, pretty unsettling stuff, apparently. Things like hearing rustling sounds when there's no wind, no one there.
Okay, creepy.
Yeah. And seeing, fleeting shapes, shadowy figures out of the corner of their eye behind trees.
Standard spooky stuff, but still unnerving if you're actually there.
And maybe the weirdest one. Some people apparently describe suddenly losing consciousness or feeling completely disoriented, almost like they were hypnotized.
That is strange, like some kind of influence. Now, outsider accounts are tricky, aren't they? They might be bringing their own expectations.
True. Expecting spookiness, maybe finding it.
Right, but if multiple separate accounts report similar things, well, it does make you wonder if something unusual is happening, even if it's not necessarily, Binda's ghost. Perception and suggestion play such a huge role.
And then there's this other layer, the tech stuff.
Ah, the technological anomalies.
Yeah, the story claims that technology just goes haywire in DUNG DUNG. Mobile phones just shutting down. No signal, maybe, or just dying.
Compass is spinning uselessly.
Exactly. And even vehicles, like cars or bikes, breaking down right as they get to the edge of the village.
That's a fascinating modern twist on the cursed place trope. It's like the village exists outside of or actively rejects our modern world.
Yeah, it taps into that feeling of what happens when the technology we rely on just stops because of something we can't explain.
Symbolically, it emphasizes the village's isolation, its otherness. Practically, if true, it's just plain weird.
Of course, the narrative itself points out, the obvious counter-argument.
To skepticism.
Right, that this is all just superstition, folklore, scary stories passed down and maybe exaggerated over time.
Which is a perfectly